Did I get the teams right? We did. So I asked Farah earlier today, what team color you're gonna go, and he says we try to get Oxygen every time, but sometimes the other team get it from us. So you can already tell if Oxygen get orange, that's what they wanted. If they're on blue, the other team have maybe identified that Oxygen are looking for orange and they've stolen it from them. This is not one of those times.
They may even have the mentality that if they get orange, they've already won.
Possibly.
Know, some people go that far as to say that. I'm getting a packet loss symbol in the middle of my screen. Let me just try to remove that.
Chaussette is also lagging. I wonder if the server's a bad one. Doesn't look too bad for Oxygen so far. We got a great pass from Cassio. Very nice of him to give Astral a goal here. Thank you very much, Cassio. I expect that'll be one of the few times that they leak a goal for free. Top Blokes have been one of the top teams in Europe, and I don't put them in the same category as BDS, Vitality, and Giants. They're from those are the top three for me. But Top Blokes, I think Top Blokes and Oxygen are the next two teams. Or, you know, Top Blokes, bit inconsistent, but they've had some big results as well. Deep runs in RLCSX, and Oxygen obviously just can't get anything done in RLCSX, but they're now the ranked 1 team in the grid. So let's find out if the Top Blokes are going to close the gap there, or if Oxygen are going to extend it. That's a tie game off Flame's shot.
Archie aggressively annihilating Astral there.
Wow.
Very.
That might have been a misplay though, Max. We got Astral and Archie in the game, and you've just used four of our alliteration and the A words.
I think I've already used all those, so it's really not that great anyway, but, you know, we're doing our best.
Woo!
We're out here. Oh, this has got to be a goal, right?
Surely.
What is happening?
It is. It was a bit of a mess. I think Oxygen all expected this shot from Flame to be on target, so Chaussette and Farah both leapt at it, but it ended up being off the post, which is really intelligent by Flame. Fabulous Flame. He knew that Cassio would be lurking behind him. You can always rely on Cassio to be in useful positions. He's a very, very useful player these days. Very easy to play with.
Yeah, he's usually trouble for the other team, though.
True.
The other team calls him Killer Cassio most of the time.
I like Killer Cat. I don't think I've ever heard that before, but I really like Killer Cassio. It's got a great ring to it. Oh, there's no double touch from anyone in Oxygen, and Astral scrambling back. He's got no boost to work with here. He kind of half caught it in his stride, though. Just mid-flip landed in a position where he was at least able to make contact with the ball. That's kept Top Blokes from scoring a third now. But Oxygen, they're going to have to work for it. This is a really tough team. Top Blokes, very speedy. They are happy to take on Oxygen in an aerial battle, even though I think Astral's got anyone's number in terms of speed. That's a sick recovery by Astral, but he's closed down. No problems. Top Blokes are right there with him, and you know, it looks good for Astral, but not effective.
And there's always something to be said about what is the game that my opponent actually wants to be playing right now. Really nice shot there from Archie. That had some pace on it, a bit of venom.
Yeah, and it just didn't really kick out very nicely. Farah was trying to get that ball to roll into the sidewall so that it would go up and into a safe position, but it bounced out and into the middle where Archie was waiting for it. Top Blokes are on top right now. This is not good news for Oxygen, who have already lost a grand final to Top Blokes in the past for the grid. Overall, Oxygen have performed far more consistently than Top Blokes have, if we look at all 6 of the grids as a whole, but Top Blokes have got a grid victory. They are former grid champions. Oxygen are not. They've lost 3 grand finals. It would be just even more pain for them if they make another grand final and lose that one as well. Like, how many grand finals do you lose before you start thinking that the world or the grid is just entirely against you? Maybe it is 3. Oh, that's well played though. Astral
nice shot.
Collects Chaussette's pass nicely and slots it home. That's halfway. Oxygen need one more.
Will we see Finals Farah show up today, lead his team to victory in these grand finals? Sure, we got to get through top Blokes first, but, you know, I think we can.
The thing is, though, Matt,
Optimistic Oxygen.
I'm optimistic for sure. I don't know if is finals Farah a good thing these days. And this isn't, you know, only me throwing shade at Farah, because he's had some outstanding performances. He's played very well in many a grid match, including today. But in every grand final that Oxygen have been in, they've lost. They've lost to top Blokes. They've lost to Triple Trouble. And then, of course, most recently, losing to another team who I've just totally blanked on. But they have lost 3 grand finals, which is less than ideal. So maybe finals Farah is not a good thing. Maybe they want to bring semi-finals Farah or quarter-finals Farah to the grand final and leave finals Farah on the bench. Because finals Farah, finals Chaussette, finals Astral hasn't worked in the past. They have turned into a worse version of themselves. Now here's a chance for Chaussette. Oh, he just barely glanced and glowed it, but it's saved. Cassio with the deflection. Top Blokes still lead by 1.
I think my contention would be that that is not finals Farah.
Ah.
It's not his finals form.
So you don't think we've seen finals Farah yet?
He's not in his final form.
Got you, yeah.
And if he was, then they would win.
I can see that, yeah.
Is the point, yeah.
Yeah, I can get on board with that train.
Good, I'm glad that you took it back.
Oh, for sure, just wanted clarification. need to always clarify the small print.
Yep.
Chaussette pinches a flame, but top Blokes are absorbing everything at the moment. And although Oxygen have shown in the past that they can come from behind in semi-finals and play very well, play into winning positions against their opponents, top Blokes, I would say, are pretty good when they get some momentum rolling. We're in game 2 now. Oxygen requested the new map, and we are on Manfield Night.
We've done it.
Of all the best Rocket League matches. Let's get
Home
into
of
it.
Astral Cam.
Razer camera, head over to Twitch.tv. First smells worthless. We'll be on director camera over here. You know, I'm still so surprised that we've not had any sound issues on my channel. Quite baffling after such a disastrous start to the stream that I actually forgot for a while that had happened. But I'll try not to do that again. Oh my goodness, is this a double dunk? Cassio was
double dragon
right there with Archie. Is that a double dragon? Are you gonna call it a double dragon?
Double dragon. That
Wow.
one's for you, Toasty.
I bet top Blokes double dunk their biscuits. Cassio and maybe not Cassio. Archie and Flame probably double dunk their biscuits in the tea. They strike me as those kind of lads.
King Spectre, I'm gonna need you to clip that and send it to Toasty, please. Thank you.
Yeah, Patosi's gonna be thrilled that that's made it into the gas.
I would be.
Oh wow, Cassio stuck another one through. 2-0. Top Blokes are on fire, and Oxygen are just in flames.
Wow, he came right out of the air, kiting Cassio.
Kiting Cassio. Cassio the kite. He's just hovering. Oh dear. I mean,
K is hard, dude. K is not easy.
King Cassio.
King, that was a good one.
Yep, wasted it though.
You should have saved it.
Wasted
you should have saved it.
Totally blown it away. Oh my goodness, that's another one. That's just 3-0. Archie from way away down the other side of the field. You know, timely demo on the third man, but what on earth are Oxygen playing at? They've left themselves completely exposed. And you can't do that against a team like Top Blokes. They're good enough at creating their own goals. It definitely shouldn't be doing it for them.
Do you think that grand finals is like kryptonite, and that the closer they get to it, the more the kryptonite affects them?
I don't think
so
it's
like even if they say they win this game, that's like actually technically closer to the kryptonite.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know if it is, because we've seen some pretty spectacular performances from Oxygen, you know, at the end of semi-finals in the past. All 3 times that they've made grid grand finals, they've played very well in the semi-finals, right up until the very end. So I don't think it's a proximity thing. I think it's a switch. As soon as grand finals Oxygen happens, they just fall apart. You know, up until now. Now I don't think that that's going to be something that plagues Oxygen all year, but for now it absolutely is a problem, a consistent problem. But you know, there's a lot of time left in this game. Let's see if they can figure out the puzzle. First thing they've got to do is just settle down a little bit. This has been a wild game, and Top Blokes are thriving. But the passing plays from Oxygen have been connecting. That's the silver lining at the moment for them.
It seems like Top Blokes is a team that thrives in the chaos a bit more than Oxygen does.
Yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that.
Oh, double demo in front of the net.
Cassio and Archie, or Cassio and Astral, sorry, they go hand in hand to the underworld, but only briefly. Bit risky there. Farah playing the ball right into a dunk. Just, I guess, hoping that the defender would jump out of the way. Oh, look at Astral.
Oh.
That was crazy that you can stay with this ball. The Top Blokes, they're quite happy to take on Oxygen in this aerial battle. Like I said, I've said it in the past and I'll say it again. I think the reason this team struggle against BDS and Giants and Vitality is because those teams are far more willing and far more accomplished at ground plays, at the ground game. Top Blokes can hang when the ball's up in the air, but if Oxygen starts to force 50-50s, if they start to try and outplay these guys in the ground, I mean, they've got Chaussette in their team. He's one of the most legendary dribbling players in the 3v3 world. Astral, outstanding 1v1 player.
What a pass.
There's a great play. The passing is really all that's holding Oxygen in this, but at least if you're passing this well, that doesn't seem to be too much of an issue. Beautiful.
Fortunate Farah, beautiful pass, sets it up on a tee. Chaussette glide in and finish that shot. They are clawing their way back into this game. Can they keep Kryptonite Cassio from the net?
We'll allow that. I think we're allowed to have similar sounds, not just the letters being exactly the same. Pretty sure it still
What do you mean?
counts.
Kryptonite is with a K, I'm pretty sure.
Is it? I thought it was with a C. I'll stand corrected if it is indeed with a K. My mistake. Twitch chat.
Hell,
You guys are the deciding vote here. How do you spell kryptonite? I'm not really sure. I'm not
it
clued
has
up
to be
enough.
referenced from an actual written quote or screenplay.
Well done. It is a K. Everybody in
That's what I
Twitch chat. Well done.
Yeah.
Excellent work, Matthew. That's one of the hardest ones. Like we said, the Cassio is probably going to be the toughest name for alliteration Andes to synergize with, but boy's done well.
Joking Johnny here, trying to tell me how Kryptonite
Ooh.
spelled.
Yeah, it's not the funny joke, just like the jester type of jokes.
You've got to be joking.
Gotta be
that
joking
guy.
me, mate.
Joking, mate.
Oh, we've actually got Andy in chat here. How you doing, buddy?
Oh boy.
Real Twitch chat Andy right now. He just says alliteration me. I love that.
Good job, Andy.
Yeah, how you doing, Andy? Hope you're having a great Friday night. Is it nighttime where you are? Probably more like Friday afternoon, I guess.
If I know Andy, that's probably right.
We're not having the greatest grid stream here. It's been a very hit or miss so far. I already mentioned it. I want to see more dribbling from Oxygen. I want to see them get down and dirty, get the bumps going, get the demos going, get the 50-50s going. So, you know,
Acrobatic Astral there.
yeah, you know, acrobatics are exactly what Top Blokes want to see, though. That's what they're hoping for. They want to get the ball up in the air. I've never seen any of these guys dribble. Like Flame right now, he's just looking for a way to pop the ball up in the air. It's like, I don't want to dribble. Like, I hate doing this. I hate when they make me dribble. It's like when the coach makes you do press-ups at football training. You're like, I didn't come here to do press-ups. I just want to kick the ball.
Yeah, very similar. Very similar situation.
This is not ideal. In fact, that's just game. Oxygen won't even get a chance at the end of it all. Top Blokes.
It's not looking
2-0.
great right now.
Yeah, Top Blokes have just done exactly what they needed to do. They've scored a couple of long-range free goals. There's
We
always
are
a pizza.
Chaussette Cam this game. We're definitely going to get some Archie Cam going at some point here because he has been an electrifying player to watch.
Oh yeah, Archie, one of the best in the world at the moment. This was one of the greatest off-season signings, no doubt about it. You know, going from Freaky to Cassio, or Freaky to Archie, sorry, is probably the biggest playstyle change you're ever going to get between two players in the EU region. But it's brought the best out of Cassio and Flame. You know, when Cassio and Flame played with Freaky, they were maybe held back from playing to their full potential. those of you who have seen Cassio's career as he rose to prominence will know that it was mostly based on aerial dominance. And the same thing for Flame. These guys know how to take on top teams in these positions. And now they're being unleashed with Archie on the roster.
The aerial plays are certainly what make the top Blokes so exciting to watch.
100%.
It's hard to imagine and remember them even in the sort of defensive play style. Just Flame
Beautiful.
extinguishing Chaussette, I believe.
Holy cow, how did Flame recover so quickly to just land on Chaussette there? That was ridiculous, and Archie slowed down the shot. Just like, I think it was Monkey Moon earlier, was it? Who played for the slow goal in that position, taking the pace off it. It's catching pre-jumping defenders out every day of the week these days. Now Archie's going to call everybody off this. Great pre-jump by Astral. Had full top corner coverage. But Oxygen are struggling in this matchup. There's no denying it, and they haven't got the fact that it's a grand final to fall back on anymore. This isn't just another Oxygen are a grand final, you're not performing kind of position. This is semis, and top Blokes are the better team right now.
Ooh, nice strike there from Killer Cassio. I kind of just like it. Like, I don't want to give him another name because I like Killer Cassio so much.
Really good. It's a great name. Oh, there's no boost for Oxygen.
Boy. Never fun to watch one of these go in. You just feel like, oh, they should just have this. You know?
Yeah.
It's just,
Yo, you just wonder why does nobody have this. It looks like Pharaoh is totally boost after the near post. Astral didn't realize the shot was coming in. I think he ran out of the edge of the box to pick up pads. The timing was just way off. They didn't identify the threat till it was too late. That's just bounced across as well. Top Blokes are seeing so many opportunities on net. Oxygen can't even get out. They're half at the moment. Top Blokes continue the rampage. Flame now, denied by a falling Chaussette, but for how long? Feels like Top Blokes are more likely to add to this lead than get scored on. Finally, Oxygen break free, but their counterattack's cut short.
Chaussette off the wall to, I think it's just in a buying time position. I don't know if his first touch wasn't what he expected there or not, but not much of a offensive look. And yeah, he's just flying past this ball. It's not looking good for the boys right now. They're just not putting together the offense, and the approach seems, again, just like individual plays.
Well, last game they fell behind by a few goals early on, but they kept it close because the passing was working. Now that's a whiff on the backboard for Top Blokes, a rare mistake, but almost a necessary one, as Top Blokes have been so solid today. Clutch demo off the ball. Astral was pretty close to stealing that goal, or saving it actually, as it flew back out off the crossbar, but finally Top Blokes put a foot wrong, and Oxygen get one on the board.
We had a beautiful view of that demo here on Chaussette Cam. Oh, please don't go in. Oh, thank you, Astral. I was just so worried. That would be such a demotivator for the team to watch something like that go in.
Yeah, it's even worse than the one that happened earlier. So it looks like Oxygen are going to go for the dribbling game a bit more. I've seen a couple of times now Astral's bringing the ball down and, taking on the first player one-on-one. I like that. They've got to make sure that they connect the passes as well, though. That is working out. It was keeping the last game close. I've not seen many effective passes from Oxygen this game. Sometimes they're, somewhere between shooting and passing as they hit the ball towards the Top Blokes net. There's got to be one or the other. There's no point hitting the ball between your teammate and the goal. These defenders are probably going to have it. Flames just let that one roll past him, but Archie is there. And now it's infield. No challenge for Oxygen as Cassio's taking out Farah.
Farah marching forward to try to get to that ball. Pretty low on boost, but does actually get there enough to get the offense going a bit. But again, the rotations are just a bit off. Chaussette, great reaction time there. And Top Blokes continue to put on this offensive pressure. They transition quickly into that form, and once they do, it seems so hard for Oxygen to get the ball out of their half.
Yeah, Top Blokes are playing extremely well in their defensive corners. They're denying center balls so frequently that Oxygen aren't even confident attacking the center anymore. They're holding back and kind of anticipating a clear or an interception rather than a center, just because that's what's been happening the majority of the time. But now is not the time for playing defensively. Oxygen have got less than 5 seconds to pull this one back. Looks like they might be able to keep it up in the air, but for how long? Astral pops it into the corner. Now Flame is first to it, but it stays in the middle. Archie's missed it, and it falls into the ground. Wow, that was another late opportunity off an Archie miss. I think you have to just go for it. Hope that they miss. You might as well, because you're not going to get a better chance than that in 0 seconds, at least when you're scrambling to keep the ball up in the air. You know, sometimes in 0 seconds you've got lots of players in position. Speaking of in position, where on earth is the Oxygen third man? Archie, immediately after the kickoff, puts one in. And it's a well-hit shot. You know, he gets a second touch on that very quickly. But Oxygen should have multiple players back there. In fact, they have none. Last man demoed out of the play, 7 seconds in. And already, Top Blokes have another lead. They just swept the quarterfinals. Are they going to sweep the semis as well?
It's looking like it. They look to be the dominant team right now.
That's crazy.
It is.
Absolutely crazy stuff.
Woo. Good patience there in the corner from Archie. We are an Archie cam, the most exciting cam in this game so far.
Artistic Archie.
Or this match. Oof, he is quite the artist.
Absolutely. Well, right now he's just painting a picture with Oxygen tears. It's super one-sided series, despite Oxygen's best efforts, and they've been focused in on this game. They're, you know, giving it a good go. It's just, I think the positioning overall today has been a real problem. They're not positioning themselves very effectively to make passing easy. You know, passing is so much easier in Rocket League when your teammates are spreading out and they're giving you options left and right. You know, not blocking your path, not blocking your clears, your shots, just giving additional angles to play with. And that's not been the Oxygen outcome today. Everything seems very direct. Big bump by Astral. Farah will finish it off. And you know, it's not pretty, but it's effective. That is exactly what Oxygen needed. Huge bump from behind.
Flame is gonna get checked for whiplash after that one. Lord. Astral sticking it to him.
Yes.
And now we got a tie game. This is good. It's a sign of life. Is the reverse sweep incoming? Where are the Oxygen fans at in chat?
It's possible. It is possible. You know, if nothing else, Oxygen have produced, I would say, solid mechanical performances. Right now, I think the positioning is what's letting them down, so if they can figure that out, it looks like they're certainly warmed up mechanically and ready to start the pop-off. Astral especially, he's been putting in some pretty nasty recoveries at times. Very fast to the ball, as usual, as we come to expect from him. But it's all about the movement off the ball for Oxygen. That's what they've been lacking. Oh, that's beautiful. The vision from Top Blokes. So many effective center balls. They haven't scored off any of them, though, so credit to Oxygen. They are defending well.
It does feel like it's only a matter of time, though.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, you know, we know that you can't just keep allowing that to happen.
Chaussette. He's got the 1v1 dribble. Nice save by Flame. That's a perfect touch, actually. He's hugging the back wall, preventing Oxygen from shooting quickly in the follow-up position. Now just a scramble as Oxygen tries to continue the attack. Flames bumped off the back wall, saved by Casio. Another goal line scramble. And Top Blokes are once again proven to be too much to handle. Killer Casio back at it again. This is another episode of an ongoing saga this series. What an unbelievable transition from defense to offense. Casio making plays.
I don't know whether to say you're welcome or thank you to Casio right now. You're welcome for the amazing new nickname that you've earned, and thank you for the insane plays throughout this match.
Yeah, he's earned it. Oxygen on the ropes once again. I am definitely going to put it out there that this is time to panic if you're an Oxygen fan. Top Blokes have played exceptionally well here. They've actually stepped up mechanically. I'd say this is already a pretty mechanically gifted team, but the consistency of their speed today is, I would say, on another level from what I'm used to seeing. I'm used to seeing like bursts of brilliance out of the top blokes, but not 4 games in a row of you know, this level of play, making Oxygen look quite normal, really. Second best, certainly.
Right now, that is definitely true, and just, you know, it doesn't feel like the normal Oxygen right now, but we probably do have to give some of that credit to the top blokes.
Yeah.
You know, it's not just Oxygen not playing their best. You know, this team is applying a lot of pressure, and when a team this good applies this much offensive pressure, you can expect the other team to look disorganized because they're being put into a disorganized position by the pressure.
Yeah, it's been a day full of upsets in the grid, and this would be an upset. The fact that it's been this one-sided is completely unexpected to me. I'm sure very few people anticipated a sweep when they saw this matchup in the semi-final bracket, but that's where we're headed. Astral, obviously, trying everything within his power to surprise top blokes, but there's always one more man waiting to get the save, get the interception.
Oh,
That's
what a shot!
a save by the crossbar this time. It's free for Astral. He goes to the bar, and it's intercepted by Archie. Chaussette collects it at the halfway line. It looks like he's not going to have any space to turn with. Final few seconds of the match.
Oh, what a save. This is the final moment. Oh, Archie gets demoed. Chaussette puts into the middle as Farah is up. That ball is going to drop if they don't do something.
What?
Uncharacteristic miss.
Wow.
What?
Well, Astral needed a precise touch there. He was trying to pop it into the sidewall, missed it, and somehow the ball bounced up anyway. It looked like we were already on 0 seconds. Apparently we weren't, but at the end of the day, Oxygen ineffective, and they are out of the tournament. Semi-final sweep at the hands of top blokes.